The fourth quarter is upon us, and it's time to get your Halloween designs and listings built up before you move on to work on the rest of your fourth quarter designs for the gift-giving holiday season. In this video, I'm going to walk through some Halloween niche research. We'll talk about some design ideas, and then we'll take a look at how you can quickly build your Halloween designs using some available tools, graphics, and resources. So stick around, and let's get those Halloween design listings ready. All right, what I want to do in this video is just walk you through doing some niche research and design research for Halloween designs. First off, one thing I want to point out is that a lot of people may be missing the opportunity to use the word costume in their keywords for their title or their tags. Because you might be thinking, I can only make print-on-demand t-shirts, I can't make a full-on Halloween costume. However, shoppers do expect to see t-shirts in search results a lot of the time when they're searching for Halloween costumes, and you'll see what I mean in just a minute. So don't miss out on including the word costume as part of your long tail keyword phrases. The main theme I want to focus on for this video are a couple of approaches to Halloween themed designs that have really taken off the last, I would say, 2 to 3 years, and that is matching or complementary designs. So specifically, we're going to take a look at family-oriented or couples-oriented designs that can go on matching or complementary t-shirts. And we're going to start with the research side of this. Now, I do prefer to use Sales Samurai. That is the tool of choice for me. I just like how it simplifies the search volume and competition information without giving me a lot of extra information that I don't really need. If you don't currently have a research tool that you like to use, I do recommend you check out Sales Samurai. They have a 3-day free trial where you can access every part of the tool. And if you decide you want to stick with it, I have a coupon code that's just all lowercase POD Insights. That's good for 20% off. The only tool out there that I'm aware of that has a completely free option is eRank. So if you're not ready to invest in a paid search tool yet, I recommend you get an eRank free account. It is limited with the free account. You can only run, I think it's 5 keyword searches per day, but it's still better than not doing any keyword research at all. And one of my favorite features of Sales Samurai is the Chrome extension, and that's what we're going to start with. So one of the things that's important to do is just start putting in keywords related to the high-level niche that you are interested in making designs for. So the first thing you might start to do is just type in the word Halloween, because what happens here is that Etsy is going to suggest search phrases that people are actively searching for. So you know that whatever's showing here, these are things people are searching for. And then the Chrome extension from Sales Samurai overlays, or it adds information. So it adds search volume, and that's monthly estimated search volume. And it also indicates how many additional related search phrases there are. So as you can see, Halloween shirt pops up with 26,000 monthly searches. When you see search volume like that on something that is, generally speaking, a seasonal search term, it generally means that it is rapidly increasing, which is true right now. We know that search volume is increasing for Halloween theme design. So what you can do from there is click on where it says 500 more, and it will pop open the Chrome extension. So now our Chrome extension is open, and Sales Samurai is going to load all of those 500 related search terms, and it's going to give you the search volume and competition count side by side. And this is why I really prefer the Sales Samurai Chrome extension, because it doesn't give you any extraneous information that may or may not be helpful. It also gives you the ability to quickly cut this list down to the lower competition search phrases, and that's what we're here to do. So I'm going to come up to the filters for competition, and I'm going to start by putting 5,000 as the maximum value, and then click filter, and it's going to get rid of anything that has competition higher than 5,000. So immediately it's going to cut it down and make it a lot easier for me to see what has the lowest competition. We can also sort by the competition column if we want to see the lowest first. I like to leave it sorted by the search volume, just so I know the further down I go, the lower the search volume. But what do we see as the number one result now that we've cut down on the overall search volume? We see siblings Halloween shirt, and that is one that I want to focus on because it is part of that complementary or family style design for Halloween. It doesn't even necessarily have to be a costume. It could just be something those kids are going to wear to school right when it's close to Halloween or something like that. So that's not insignificant competition. However, we can take it a step further by actually using siblings Halloween shirt as a phrase that we search for and see what might be more specifically related to those words. So if we do that and we run a search instead for siblings Halloween shirt and then pop out the Chrome extension, now it's starting to get interesting because some related phrases here are sibling costumes Halloween with the same search volume but less competition, only 2,100 competition. Siblings Halloween costumes, just same words in a different order. Similar search volume, again, around 2,000 competition. Sibling costume Halloween. Those are the phrases that I'm thinking about using now. Siblings Halloween, sure, I'm still going to use it as one of my tags or potentially in my title, but siblings Halloween costumes looks like that might be a better search phrase to be my lead because it has lower competition and similar search volume. And now if we look at that actual search, if we just search for siblings Halloween costumes, because I think that might be what I want to put at the front of my title and in my description and in my tags to try and rank on this phrase. And now we're going to start to get some ideas for designs. And what you see here is pretty much what we expected. So we've got kid size t-shirts, and a lot of these probably have adult size ones to go with them as well if they're not like a kid specific design. That's a popular thing to do. Some of these are actual costumes, and that's okay. But mixed in there, we definitely see an opportunity with t-shirts. So you'll see ones in here like will trade sister for candy, will trade brother for candy. There are also some in here that are clearly focused on the whole family, not just the kids. So here's one here with a mom and dad and different kids designs all in one. So this should be starting to give you some ideas as far as what types of designs you might be able to do. There's just an endless number of possibilities if you're just a little bit creative with the designs that complement each other that would be good for a family or just for kids. But let me just give you one specific example of something that I think would fit well in this niche. I think a really simple design that would be great for matching family or even just 2 or 3 matching for kids if you have more than one child would be doing jack-o'-lanterns that each have a different face on them, and then you could do big pumpkin, little pumpkin, middle pumpkin, things like that. And I used Kiddle to create this one. I just released a video recently about this new graphic design tool that I started using called Kiddle because it makes creating designs super easy and you can do it anywhere because it's in a web browser, and the amount of control they give you over text is just a little bit more advanced than what you can do in Canva. For example, I made the text in this one curved around a circle path, super easy with 2 clicks. I also added the yellow stripes to the text to make it look kind of like candy corn with the effects that they provide. Super easy. This took me maybe 5 minutes. When you search through their elements, if I just search for pumpkin, this particular one, this jack-o'-lantern design has multiple different face options available, so it's perfect for coming up with this type of design. So if I wanted to change this over and do the one for little pumpkin and swap out this jack-o'-lantern for a different one, and so I would just make sure it matches colors, get rid of that one, and replace it with this one. And there we go. And now I just do this a couple more times for middle pumpkin and whatever else I can come up with, and I will have a nice matching set of either family or just for kids, jack-o'-lantern themed designs. Creative Fabrica is also a great source for designs like this that come with the commercial rights that you need. You just have to make sure if you use Creative Fabrica that when you run a search, you scroll down and make sure you check off the search box for print on demand special license, because they do have other graphics in their catalog that are commercial use, but they're not for print on demand. So if you filter your results, you'll see I searched for pumpkin. There were still 19,000 search results that are usable with print on demand. So plenty of graphic options in here if you prefer to just get the graphics and then maybe edit that using Canva or Photoshop or any other design software. And the same thing goes for Vexels. I've had a subscription to Vexels for over a year and really like the quality of their graphics as well. So if you just come onto Vexels, if you already have an account and search for pumpkin, you'll find a lot of good finished designs. But if you narrow your search a little bit, if we were looking for those jack-o'-lantern faces, I just searched for pumpkin face on this one. And as you can see, they also have some interchangeable jack-o'-lantern designs that give you multiple face options that you could use for a design like this. And if you're not ready to commit to a paid membership to any of those resources just yet, and you don't have a source of graphics that you pay for, don't forget about sources like Pixabay. If you come and search for pumpkin under their vector graphics, there's a lot of opportunity here too, even if you have to add the faces to the jack-o'-lanterns, but they do have some that are already jack-o'-lanterns here. And Pixabay does have license information here that they are available for commercial use, but similar to Canva, you can't just reuse the graphics exactly as they are. You have to alter them, incorporate them into a final design in order to actually sell them on a print-on-demand product. So it's worth taking a look at the Pixabay license to make sure that what you plan to do with the graphics fits the what's allowed content and is not in the what's not allowed. But that can be a nice source of some free graphics, especially when you're doing a simple design of something like a pumpkin. Chances are they're going to have something in there that you can use. But as I mentioned, I am so far very happy with the Kittl online service, which did save me a good amount of time compared to what I normally would do, pulling graphics and things like that from multiple sources and then having to edit the final design either in Canva or Photoshop. So if you're interested in any of those resources, there are links to them in the description as well as on the POD Insights website. That's podinsights.net. And there's a resources page with all of these different resources for editing and graphics as well. And yes, some of them are affiliate links, and any referral commission that I get from those affiliate links just helps me fund the hosting for the website, samples that I need for videos sometimes, and it really just overall helps support the channel. Let's do one other design niche to get the ball rolling for you and get some more ideas going. And this one is also going to be in the family theme, but it's also something that maybe could start rolling you in the direction of some couples themed designs. And if you just search for something like Dadster, which obviously there's Dadster and Momster, that will start giving you some good ideas, seeing if maybe you could come up with a design that others haven't really done yet. And also it just continues to point out just how popular some of the matching designs are, like Dadcula and Momster, Dadster and Momster. Just take a couple minutes and think about maybe a different angle you could take on it, or maybe if they're all text-based, you could create one that's, possibly the same words, but you add graphics to it to make it just something that's slightly different. Basically, if you can fill a gap that's there, you have a better chance at making some sales within the niche. All right, and this is just a bonus design idea for you. One thing that's been really popular so far in 2022, and that trend seems to be continuing, is the theme of retro style designs. And you might call these groovy style designs. Ones like this Stay Spooky here, and these kind of 60s or 70s style graphics and color themes, and the fonts especially, have been popular this year on all different niches. This isn't a Halloween thing. This is like all year long. This has gotten to be quite popular. There's actually an Etsy seller here selling a digital download of a finished graphic. The spooky season one here is a great example. Consider that as well as you think about all of those other design niches and you get ideas for designs, whether it's for individuals or for kids or for a family or couples. Those things all can fit very nicely together. So think about that as a possible direction to go with the style of your design. All right, so that's it. I hope this information was helpful. Good luck creating your Halloween designs for this year. If you need links to any of those resources, again, those are down in the description. If you found this information helpful, hit that like button so YouTube can show it to more viewers, and also subscribe to the POD Insights channel if you haven't, so you can get notified when I release more videos. Thank you so much to all subscribers out there and all viewers, because I really appreciate your support. Thanks, everybody. See you next time.